Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about virgins. And what are we talking about, virgins? We're talking about the rate of virginity of young men, how it's completely skyrocketed. Which, is that a problem for society? Maybe. I don't know. I actually really don't know. I haven't done a lot of look into it. I would say, personally, that is social media. I think it's around 2007 when it started to spike up, and now it's like, I think it's like a third of men are basically sexless. Which the definition of sexless, I'm pretty sure, is not having sex within a year span. So that's a third of men between like the ages of 18 and 27, which it hasn't never really been that high. Which I'm not even sure that's true, because are they going up to house? Like, no. They're obviously grabbing a small group of people, like, you know, a small set of data, like 100 people, and asking them truthfully, and then just using that percentage. But why has this happened? I guess I said social media earlier, but I think a lot of people look to higher their standards, and girls typically have higher standards, which that's not a bad thing, because if girls were not picky, we would all be worms in the dirt, essentially, because of evolution, right? They have what do you call it? Subconsciously they think about what is the best man or a best partner for them, because there's obviously not every girl's looking for a man anymore. That's just kind of how the world works now, and that's fine. I mean, people are just too needy nowadays, and one quality a lot of men have nowadays is being too needy. And if you are really needy of a person, if you're a girl or a man, people can sense that. It's subconscious that when a girl sees an insecure man, even if he's acting, they can sense it. It doesn't matter how good at your acting at is. And that's one of the reasons why there's a lot of virgin men nowadays, is because they spend their entire times on the internet. And that's a sad thing. And how do we fix this as a society? The question is, why do we need to fix this? Will it solve itself? I mean, think about it in the sense that, you know, the men that go on to have children are going to have more success anyways with their children. And I guess this is how evolution kind of worked its entire time. And is there a way, if you're sexless and you really want to have sex, well, my advice would be to stop giving a fuck about it. Because the less you give a fuck about something, the more likely it's going to happen. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but it's kind of worked for my friends when I give them their advice. And every time I want a relationship, it never happens. But when I don't want a relationship, it kind of just appears out of nowhere. I'm not like some crazy pickup artist or love guru, because Jesus Christ. My advice to anyone, if you want a relationship, I think the only book you really need, if you want to read it, I would say Models is the best one for these relationship advice gurus. But if you think about it, how needy are you going to be if you're like watching videos and a bunch of other things about increasing your sexual value? That's it. To be honest, if you're looking at videos to do that, you probably don't have a lot of it. And the only reason I know about it is because it pops in my feed, because I looked at a bunch of videos of trying to quit drugs and improve my confidence, and I kind of led me down that path. And the interesting thing about these gurus is that they don't really seem like the kind of people to take advice from. They're like, coaches don't play. Like, they have all these girls around them, but they're not in any like happy long-term relationship. And isn't that truly the goal of dating? If, well, at least in my case, I guess if you want to have a bunch of casual sex, go for it. But casual sex is just another type of addiction. I know I've kind of been rambling on for today's video. I apologize for not having a video yesterday, but we'll continue here tomorrow.